stick, animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Philadelphia Eagles taking on Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots.
For Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He was a third-round pick, not rounds 1 or 2, but this franchise, they think he can be something with time.
There were a few teams that thought he would go in the first round, late in the first round. He ends up sliding to the third. So a lot of teams think now maybe this group got a steal. They've got a chance to have a really good player here if he can develop.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Incomplete.
But instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Credit to sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A 4-yard gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's James. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf. 72 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
James White.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down now, it's White. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards. And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
4 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. It's complete. James White. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
On first down, it's Newton. That's complete to White. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
First down, here's White. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Tackled at the 20.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working from the gun. Wentz. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Miles Sanders, second-year man from Penn State. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and upports the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wentz now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here to the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Intercepted.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Eagles. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plan's for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, 1st half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the...
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point con. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Patriots 10.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Jalen.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Wentz going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Gain of 9 yards.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. So that'll back him up 5. Throwing is Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wentz. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Throwing on first is Wentz.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. They'll roll him out right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Eagles. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Well, Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Patriots.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Hoyer throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
34, Rex Burkhead, the ball carrier.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defense...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me, that's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 29 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Out comes Brian Hoyer in the offense to take over. So the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse.
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And a loose football. And the Eagles have recovered.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there's a bust in coverage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hoyer. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Hoyer. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Terrence Brooks with a pick.
Hurts pass. Intercepted by the Patriots.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Duke Riley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And the pressure gets to him again. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
So, Brandon,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Devin McCourty on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Panic camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all different, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count her and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that.